of power.
What's up, YouTube? The long-awaited day has finally arrived. It's been many, many years in the making, and we're here today with my good buddy Tony. What's up, Tony? How you doing, YouTube? So yeah, we're going to be doing a feature on this car soon. But today, like I said, something big and something good here. It's a cold, blustery, windy day. We're in the middle of nowhere right now. But yeah, we're headed to see the Holy Grail. Finally see what this car puts down. I'm not gonna let you know what's in it yet until we get up there. But I want to show you the weather here. We're braving to get up here. Yeah, worn out drag radials, straight up race car, gutted interior. Yeah, we almost hit the wall a couple times. We hit some puddles. So
Got a little sketch.
yep. But you know what? We're doing it for you guys. For you guys. So today's a big day. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Look at those IATs, 46 degrees. Okay, look. You know what? Normally, like, that's not a big deal, like 46 degrees. But look, it's 46 degrees inside this car. Inside this car. There's no AC, no heater, no nothing. End of race car rant. This is Tony's Coyote Swap's New Edge Mustang. Look for a full feature on this thing soon. There's been many, many years of work here. This is a home-built, kind of badass setup that Tony's done all himself. Tony's not in the car now, so I can kind of expand on this because he's pretty modest, you know. But yeah, I hope we get a big win today because this is a big one. This is years in the making. Tony's had a hell of a time with this car. Multiple motors, all kinds of bugs, all sorts of stuff, you know. And what's cool about this build is that it wasn't deep pockets. Like, he's literally done it himself, stringing it along, used parts, basically recycled parts, whatever he could do, you know, modifying the stuff that came with the Coyote motor to make it fit in a New Edge where typically it really wouldn't work, you know. All kinds of stuff. Credit, PayPal credit, shout out PayPal credit. It's just a cool build, you know. So I'm hoping we get a big win today for him because this is a long time coming. You know, this car was built on jack stands in his carport, and Tony, basically his ethos with the car is to go as fast as you possibly can for as little money as possible. So as I kind of expand in the details in the full feature, or maybe I can get Tony here on camera here to kind of explain what he's done. Yeah, you'll appreciate, you know, like all the little things that he's done to try to just eke out a little bit more horsepower here and there for as little money as possible. So hopefully today we see if his fruits of his labors pays off. Tony, what are the mods on the car?
All right, so basically it's a Gen 1 Coyote crate motor, and it's got a Ford Racing control pack, and it was a brand new motor. So before I put the motor in, I got some Gen 2 valve springs. So I yanked the heads, replaced the valve springs, and then while the heads were out, I hand ported the heads and did a little bit of bowl work and stuff. And then I ended up getting a Boss Throw 2 intake manifold, which I also ported, and then I ported the throttle body too. And it's got an Airaid cold air intake from like a 15-17 Mustang. And the headers, I didn't do the Coyote Swap headers because I tried to do this as kind of cheaply as possible. Well, not cheap, but I tried to save as much money as I possibly could by doing it. So I used 11 through 14 headers that I had to modify the passenger side. I had to cut the flange and re-weld it and flatten out a couple of different pipes and stuff so it would clear the frame. And then I got some 3-inch piping and connected that to Mac Pro Chamber exhaust with I got 2.5-inch cutouts on it. And the catback is a SLP Loudmouth 1, and it's got a ProMotion built T56 with a spec Stage 2 Plus and a lightened flywheel, MGW shifter. It's got a carbon fiber drive shaft. I built the rear end, I welded the tubes. It's got a Detroit True Track in it with 410 Ford Racing gears and a Moser 31 spline axles. And yeah, it's just the rest is just basically supporting mods to get it to run. Like I just got factory twin Cobra pumps with a -8 feed and a -8 return with a Fuel Lab fuel pressure regulator, stock injectors, stock fuel rails. And then yeah, it's on pump 91. We're gonna see what it'll do today.
Okay, cool. And so what's your goal with this?
The setup before this, it was a supercharged 4.6 2-valve, and with that setup, I ended up going like 10.8 at 126. So basically, I'm trying to get this thing as light as I can with as much power as I can for as little money as I can to be back into the 10s.
Okay, cool. And so what's the car weigh right now?
Right now it weighs 3150. That's with the factory seats and the roll bar and everything.
Okay, cool. All right, let's hit the dyno, see what we can do.
All right, let's roll.
430. And I'm gonna go with 422. Oh, shiny new intake. You're looking at a Airaid colder intake up on there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a few more pulls and see what it makes. As can happen with old cars like this, having some problems with some of the drivers on the computer. So we're gonna go ahead and try to bypass some of the SCT stuff and go directly from the laptop straight into the ECU. So that's what we're kind of messing with right now. I'll give you a closer look. All right, so we're having a few problems with, we thought it was the driver, but it was actually the SCT unit. Tony, what unit you got? What SCT unit?
The SCT GTX.
Okay, and so what's it not doing?
It's saying it has the wrong device number for the driver module for it.
Okay, and so what's our solution for this now? At this point, we're trying to get an SCT XCal 4, I think, and go ahead and try to tune it that way. So we'll see. Saga continues. All right, and like that, we're back on. So got an XCal 4. We're going to load the tune in and let it eat. All right, backwards. All right, and the saga continues. So the IATs were really, really high. So we're gonna dive in, swap out the math, see if that's a problem, and get to the bottom. So as you can see, it's not just simple bolt-on, right? Not like you see on a lot of channels where, voila, we made 1,000 horsepower. No, this is real world. So we're gonna dive in. All right, that's what experience gets you right there. Bad math was pegging out the intake air temperature sensor. So, all right, onward and upward. Jockey, 426. Woo!
Yeah, we're not done yet. I mean, torque here is up. Is that 379 versus 346? So we're up over 30. At what RPM? No, it's a 4200, so it's a very usable RPM. Yeah, a ton of torque, huh? Mm-hmm. We're not done yet. That secret sauce. Okay. 1 horsepower, 1.3 horsepower peak, and 2.1 torque peak, but that's not what we care about. Underneath the curve, right here, for instance, what do we pick up? 2,800 RPM picked up 7 or 8. Wow, okay. And since we're moving cam timing around, I want to see where she's going to gain and where she's going to lose. Here's 5 at 5,800. So that's significant, even though the average, or that's the average power. And then up here, way up top, right there, you know, we picked up 5. So because it only shows peak of 1 and 2 torque doesn't mean that we didn't pick up more because we did across the RPM.
All right, Tony, what are we doing now?
We are opening up the cutouts.
And what are we gonna make?
A lot of power.
Maybe a lot of noise on that glory pull.
Wow, that's really loud.
Yeah, thanks. Took the restrictor plate off, give the Red Dragon a little more juice. But let's keep that on the down low. She's not exactly street legal. Hey, Mike.
Right.
All right, here's the final numbers. 432 horse at 6,500 and 390 foot-pounds of torque. Look how it peaks up over here, but it holds that peak all the way over here, almost 8,000. So this thing's gonna be a runner out there. That way it stays up in the power band when you shift it. All right, we're about to make our first pull.
at? 76.
On the 1, 2, and 2, 3?
Yeah.
Woo! This motherfucker rips!
I don't know how we get on it.
Bro, these drag radials going up in smoke.